we are back again. It's literally the same night the entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. We have school in the morning tomorrow, so we're gonna hurry up and do this video, and it is the Unpopular Opinions book tag. So let's just get started. Question number 1. What is a popular book or series that you don't like? And we both agree, the Divergent trilogy. I like the movie.
The movies are pretty good.
The movie was pretty good. And then I read the book. And it was okay.
It's not the worst thing I've read. But it's not the best. Definitely
It's not the best. And I really don't like any of the characters.
They're all kind of boring.
I don't know if they're boring. I think they just tick me off.
Triss makes me angry.
They're so annoying.
On at least 20 million occasions.
Yeah. Alright. So, number 2. A popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate, but you love. There was a hair on the screen. And I chose the Maze Runner trilogy by James. I do this every time. By James Dashner, because everyone seems to hate this trilogy after reading it, and I'm just like, why? It's not bad. I love it. Thomas and Newt and Minho and just all of them are wonderful characters, except Teresa.
I'm one of the people, I read the first book and then I was like, meh. Yeah. I think a lot of people like the Uglies. You can't really see it with the glare. The Uglies trilogy. I feel like a lot of people talk badly about these books, but I recently reread them after reading them in like middle school.
Yeah.
And they're not as bad as people think they are.
Yeah.
I kind of like them.
I still have to reread it.
You do.
I mean, read it.
You do have to
Not
read
even
it.
reread it. I still haven't read it. Number 3. A love triangle where the character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with, or an OTP that you don't like. And warning, there probably will be spoilers because...
And also, don't hate us if you like them.
No hate, guys. No hate.
It's your opinion, but
Yeah.
this is our opinion.
So, I'm not saying this is who Selena ends up with from Throne of Glass, because it's her and Dorian, but there is an OTP of this, and I don't understand why, because he's like her brother, basically. Like, they were best friends. It will never end up, like, Air and Fire is just, why? Like, ugh. Things are happening right now, and it's just like, okay. Not between them, really, but at the same time, it's like, why, I don't understand why people ever thought she would end up with Dorian. Like, that's not how it works.
I don't know. He's a flirt, but I mean, he flirts with everyone.
I know.
For the entire first book, I'm rereading the first book right now.
Yeah, I really don't like him.
He flirts with everyone. So even if he flirts with her, I don't see it.
Yeah. And did you pick one?
He's kind of a player. Nah.
Okay.
I think I just agree with that.
Yeah, she's just gonna agree. And number 4, a book genre that you hardly reach for. And for me, that is contemporary and sci-fi. I don't know what it is about sci-fi. I just haven't picked it up yet. The closest I've gone to sci-fi is the Lunar Chronicles, and
they're mostly fantasy.
They're mostly fantasy. Like, they have magic. So, sci-fi and me, it's like science and me. And science and me don't quite agree. So, what did you choose?
I have said classics because I own so many classics, but do I ever read them? No, never.
Never.
I don't know why I still buy them.
Number 5, a popular or beloved character that you do not like. And I feel you should go first for this one because I have a couple.
I choose Simon from The Mortal Instruments.
Yeah.
Just don't like him. I like him in the TV show more than I like him in the books.
He's pretty good in the TV show.
Like, he just gives off that nice guy feel. He's like, I've been waiting for you, Clary, and you need to come to me because I've been nice to you all these years.
I feel like for me, he's just too brotherly. He's too much of a brother, and she's already kind of told him this.
And then there's things he does that make me angry, but spoilers, so.
Yeah. I do like it, however, when he, like, grows up a little bit more, and, like, throughout the rest of the books, he's not as bad in the first book. So, in the first book, he's okay. In the second book, he ticks me off.
He just slowly gets worse.
He's...
Like, the first book, he was kind of, like, funny.
Yeah. I feel like throughout them, he, like, kind of gets better for me, though.
He gets worse, and then he kind of comes back up.
Yeah.
It's like a little roller coaster.
Like a roller coaster. Yeah. And then, for me, let's see, Clary Frey. Not a fan of her, really. She kind of annoys me.
She can be whiny.
She's always, like, damsel in distress.
She can be
But
whiny.
then at the same time, she's, like, wanting to be independent. But it's like, you always get, like, why? Another character, Tris Pryor, from the Divergent trilogy. But we've already talked about this. Basically everyone. And I think my other character... Tiny from Will Grayson by John Green. Nope. This girl had me read that book, and I wanted to read that book, so I did. But I read it, and I was hating Tiny throughout it, and this girl was like, oh no, he gets better. No, he doesn't. The happy ending...
It's slightly better. He's not as bad
no,
at the end.
No, I still hate him.
Yeah, I know you do.
I don't like him. He's so conceited.
I don't remember.
And he's just so stuck up. And then the ending is in his favor, and it's just like, he doesn't deserve a happy ending. But anyway, number 6, a popular author you can't seem to get into. Rainbow Rowell. I've tried to read Fangirl at least twice, and I just can't get past chapter 2, which is so bad, but I promise I am going to attempt to read it again next month with Tori.
Try to start on Carry On. I mean, like, you don't really need to read Fangirl to read Carry On. So you're like, Carry On's more fantasy.
Yeah.
So I think you like it more, because you're more in...
Yeah.
It's more fantasy.
I've heard so many good things about Fangirl. And I want to actually get past chapter 2 before I make my judgments on it. I want to at least read 100 pages in. So that's my goal. So keep me in your thoughts.
Mine's John Green. Because I have tried to like his books. I swear, I have tried.
I mean,
but I just don't.
You like his books, but you can't
They're okay.
Yeah. Like it's not her favorite. Like, you don't find yourself reaching for every new book that comes out or something.
If I find one of his books and I'm, like, in a contemporary mood, I might read it, but I won't go out and, like, search for his books.
Yeah. It's not, like, her top priority. And I honestly feel like it's not really. Like, after The Fault in Their Stars and, like, I was on my John Green hype, I'm just kind of like, oh, I need to read that, like, at some point. But then I think, you know what? Nah, that's alright. I'll read it later. So, okay. Number 7. A popular book trope you're tired of seeing.
You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Together. Love triangles.
Definitely.
I don't understand the point of them, besides getting the fangirl base. To battle each other.
I think it was just like Twilight kind of started it, and now everyone wants a love triangle, and they're kind of unnecessary and don't add to the plot at all, except for for man pain.
Or the Romeo and Juliet retellings. I kind of like them, but I think they could be told in a different way. Like, I don't know. It just... I don't know, there's something about it where it's just so predictable. You know that they're going to end up together.
And you know that someone's gonna die. At least, how many was it? Like 7 people died?
Yeah. Number 8. A popular series you have no interest in reading. Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. I don't think I'll ever watch the TV show for Game of Thrones. I love the Lord of the Rings movies, and I might attempt to read the Lord of the Rings books, but I don't think I'm ever gonna do Game of Thrones.
Read The Hobbit. The Hobbit's better.
I've heard The Hobbit.
Lord of the Rings
good.
is hard to read. I tried.
Yeah.
It, like, hurt my brain.
I might listen to the audiobook. Possibly, but those things are big and long, and aren't there like 5 books?
They're like...
They're 5, aren't there?
Mm,
No.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, Game of Thrones? 5?
Game of Thrones is 5.
It's not done yet.
But it's not even done yet, so... I heard a lot of people love the TV show, but I just don't think...
TV show's great.
I will ever be able to catch up with it, because there are so many seasons. So, honestly, I'm fine with not being a fan base of Game of Thrones, to be honest. I don't know, I can't... What about you, Maddie?
I couldn't think of one, but I'm pretty sure later I'm gonna think of something and hate myself for not thinking of it earlier.
Oh. And then the final one, number 9. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movie, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? I feel like you should go first, because I actually came up with a good one.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree with that
Don't
one.
read the Vampire Diaries books. They're like typical 90s books that are very cringeworthy and kind of hurt.
And kind of hurt.
The TV show's so good, except for like without Nina, it's kind of
I feel like
weird.
Yeah, I feel like it should have just ended.
Yeah, they should have ended it when Nina left.
Yeah, and then for me, I thought of a really good one. We actually talked about it as like one of our first things. The Divergent series. I thought the book was not as good as the movie. I mean, even Paper Towns by John Green. I read the book and I was like, okay. And then I saw the movie and I was like, not bad. So there was that one. And then Me and Earl and the Dying Girl wasn't bad either.
I haven't watched the movie yet.
The movie was really good.
I need to watch it. I'm behind on my movies.
It helps me feel better.
You see, I have Netflix, so
Yeah.
that's how my days go.
Yeah. Well, you can find it on YouTube probably. But yeah, guys. So that was the Unpopular Opinions book tag, and this tag is obviously unpopular opinions, and we are the unpopular opinions. So please no hate on this. I mean, a lot of booktubers have done this video, so...
We apologize if we're offending you, but try not to be offended.
Yeah.
This is just how
It's just for fun.
This is what we think.
It's what we think. Yeah. So now I gotta pick up all these books that we took out. Yeah. And now we gotta go work on science stuff and whatnot. And yeah, alright. So we're gonna go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!